We initially started with just scholarships, and with the 19th of November, we decided on October 19th to try to push an initiative into the PG and Toledo district area to commemorate the Garifuna Settlement Day. And we ended up with three finalists: Miss Neza Cayetano, Miss Beatrice Mariano, and Mr. Hervan Morgan Jr. So their projects were all community-based, and we thought that it fitted what we wanted to see as far as bettering a community. We also had an additional award for another person who was funded privately, and that goes to the Southern People's Movement, and Mr. Christy Martinez is the recipient of that organization or that movement. The three projects, one Mr. Morgan had was to teach youths how to work their land and provide the equipment for them.
Okay.
Right. The second project was Miss Neza Cayetano, and her project was to get the Barranco Community Center back to something that's usable. We looked at pictures that she sent, and the community center was in pretty bad shape. So there were missing windows, doors that were old, rotten, and we felt that was something that we should fund. And then the third project that Miss Beatrice Mariano came up with was taking care of erosion in the Barranco area, because a lot of the land is being eroded. So there's a plan to plant certain grass with a fibrous root system that keeps the land intact. So we looked at those three projects and decided that's what we wanted to do.
Well, with my grant, I plan to renovate the community center in Barranco Village. My purpose for doing this is because my roots come from Barranco. My mom, my aunt, my uncles are from there, and so my mom was telling me about the condition of the community center being both a hurricane shelter and a meeting place for the community. And because of the condition it is in at this point in time, she asked that, it would be good to renovate the community center so that the community can meet there and they can use the place as a hurricane shelter.
I plan to find 4 young persons around Toledo and help them with farming equipment, packaging, farming equipment. Just we'll decide the different starter kits them that we need to distribute. So if you're out there, you could contact me within the next week. And if you're interested, I'll interview and ask you a couple questions, and I'll decide if you would be worthy to receive one of these little kits.
Starter kits.
Yeah, starter kits to do farming. As you see here in PG, we have lots of need for increased food production. So I hope
starter kits for farm.
Starter kits for youths.
Youths, yeah.
You have to be within the age for, let's say, 14 to 25.
Okay.
That's what I'll take.
Well, we have been experiencing some erosion problems for quite some years now. And what I intend to do with this grant is to do the planting of some vetiver grass along the cliffside, especially and on the beach, to help with our erosion problem, because the root system of the plant goes about 6 feet and more, which helps the soil to bond together, and it would stop the cliff from falling off. With the constant wave action, we keep losing our cliff, and most of our beach is gone. And so that's my plan for this money, to get that going and at least do the entire frontage of Barranco, so that we can build up some beach and to save the cliff.
Southern People's Movement.
Yes, new NGO we have a PG.
Yeah, what's the purpose of that NGO?
The purpose is upliftment Garifuna people.
Okay.
Upliftment. So we got a grant through her basket initiative, and it's to help the sort of roof to with the cassava baking they have, no?
Cassava baking.
Yeah, so we're going to try and enhance that then. That's our unit mission. So we will try and enhance the cassava baking and then try and make it better.
The cassava baking.
Yes.
What you bake from the cassava? Like cassava bread?
Cassava bread. Yes,
Okay.
cassava bread. Yeah.